Hello everyone, my name is Brad Seal and I am doing a series called Know Your Job Seeker, where I review the numerous career and personality assessments I've both taken and given over the years, and I decide A, what they said about me, B, were they accurate, and C, how did they deliver their information. And today I'm doing a big one. Today is the review of the DISC assessment. Boom. The DISC assessment is something a lot of you are probably familiar with out there. Fun story about the DISC, its principles actually started in ancient Greece. Back then they divided it up into the four elements, water, fire, air, earth. It later became the four temperaments, sanguine, choleric, melancholy, and phlegmatic. The DISC as we know it didn't start until 1940, where William Clark made it the DISC we know today, which is dominant, influencing, steadiness, and conscientious. So here's the thing about the DISC. When you take it, it consists of 28 sets of 4 different words. And what you do as the test taker is you pick which word sounds the most like you and which word sounds the least like you. And then it plots all of these onto the quadrant of the 4 quadrants of the DISC assessment. So overall, even though there's only 4 different quadrants on here, you can actually be 12 different types. And the reason for this is you can land in between quadrants. So even though you might start on the D side, you might be right in between here and be DC or ID or IS, etc. For those of you who are math majors out there are doing the math in your head going, but wait a minute, there's 4 words, there's 4 quadrants, 4 times 4, that's 16, not 12. Why are there only 12 types? Well, that's because you can't be a blended type with the thing across from the quadrant with you. So if you're D, you can't be S. If you're C, you can't be I. That's why there's only 12. I don't make the rules. I'm telling you how they work. So let's say you're D on here. That's the dominant, but then you're also part of C. DC, that's bold. That's determined and purposeful. You might be the influencing pattern, that encouraging, enthusiastic type pattern, but you add with the S on here, so you're IS, so you're cheery, but you're laid back at the same time. That's how that works, okay? So I took this DISC assessment, and where I landed was right here in between the D and the C. So I was bold and purposeful, which I'm not going to disagree with. I'm definitely bold and purposeful. But, you know, I thought I was going to have some I when I got my assessment back. And sure enough, if you plot all of the answers, I'm almost a 3-way tie between the D, the C, and the I. So apparently I'm just being difficult on there. Mine's like a giant umbrella that stretches across it. So, yeah, I'm just a big pain. And that's when the trainer has to sit there and talk to you about it, since I can't really fit into one space. Overall, the DISC, easy to train on, easy to give, fairly inexpensive, which is why it's so popular with a lot of companies when they train on it. If you are doing the DISC, here's the things. Even though there's only 4 quadrants, all of these little areas in between and all these blended things you can have, I would suggest doing it with a certified trainer so that they can make sense of the chaos that starts coming out around here, especially with people like me who start having 3 different types pop up. They can make some sense out of it. So, easy, simple to do, inexpensive, but you got to have somebody make sense of the chaos, because just like with anything else, the devil is in the details, especially when you're talking about the DISC. If you have any questions, please send me a LinkedIn message or an email. I'm happy to either answer questions or just talk about it with you. And with that, my name is Brad Seal. I hope you have a wonderful day.